Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. iCup TV, be your epic and awesome caster. iCup Fitz here, and you guys are tuning into D-Rank's individual tournaments, Group G, round of 32. So, and that will be between, I believe this is the semifinals of this group stage, which will be between BNGO versus Squishy. Now, spawning in the top left, it will be the Brown Protoss Squishy, and this is the loser's bracket of what I understand of this, and the map is Circuit Breakers, and Squishy's going to be averaging 119 in this game, versus his other Protoss counterpart, the yellow Protoss, spawning in the bottom left on Circuit Breaker, will be BNGO, who also lost against, BNGO lost against Dusky, who Dusky lost around that last game that we just casted, but beside the point, is going to be averaging 193, and that's pretty much all the statistics I have on both these players for today, for this cast, as there really doesn't really have much, and I don't really know much about either player, as these are the first times I'm really seeing about either of these players, but I'll be interested what either player's going to be going. You can either go in PvP, you can go either 2-gate opening, or gassed with 1 gate and go into Dragoon pressure, and then pretty much can go off from any spiral out to any other way you want to go. Now the map, Circuit Breaker, you have a standard, you have a ginormous main, you have a 1 single ramp, there is no back door, and your natural is, you know, a little more open than most other maps, but nothing that's really been a struggle for either player. So Forge Fast Expand's more than likely to do with that. And, you know, the reason for it is probably is just the rush to... Ooh, actually was able to get a lucky scout off, oddly enough, but it's just because the rush distance is so long on this. So we might be seeing a macro PvP that would probably be the most logical thing, as Circuit Breaker has been pretty known for macro style games as it has been, which is kind of surprising. That PvP, that TVT that we saw between Guy and Dusky was pretty ridiculous here, but we're going to be seeing Squishy, BNGO is just being annoying with his probe right here, scouting probe, and at the same time, Squishy is yet to go actually find the base of his opponent here. Hopefully he realizes that his opponent was probably didn't go cross positions and is going to be going down there, and that's figuring that out as well. So what are we going to be seeing? We're going to be seeing 1 gateway so far. He is stacking up the minerals for something right here, and oh, that will be a gas, so we're going to be seeing a bit more of a delayed, a bit of delayed cyber core coming up right here, and I don't know how the computer's freezing at this moment. Give me a second. Alright, we're just getting back into the game here. Sometimes my computer likes to freeze for whatever reason when I'm recording with Fraps. But regardless, I love Fraps. I love Brood War. It's enough to go through all the technical problems of running on Windows 7 and Fraps and etc. But, you know, whatever. Somehow, BNGO's probe is still alive. And I don't get why. He's sitting here trying to go harass, not really doing much, but somehow still survived. And we're going to see, is that Cybercore? Yeah, we're going to see standard Cybercore. We're going to see standard, pretty much opening out of any kind of Protoss opening against at least PvT and PvP, per se. You're going to be seeing that standard 215-ish Cybercore coming out. It's what we're seeing out of BNGO right now. And we're going to be seeing, you know, a delayed, but same... Actually, that is really delayed. And, you know, the reason for that is because he pumped out as... we saw that Squishy opted to go out for a Zealot. So it looks like we might be seeing more of an aggressive opening coming out of Squishy here. Now, will it work? It'll depend. It depends on if BNGO's... Dragoon micro is going to be good enough to be able to split his Dragoons enough and target fire the Zealot. But that Zealot's really only chasing down the never-ending. Finally, the death of the probe finally goes on. R.I.P. BNGO's probe, scouting probe. But finally, the scouting probe does go down for BNGO, and I don't know what Squishy's doing right now. I mean, we're seeing a significant 8 p.m. difference. Now, keep in mind, I could be completely wrong, but just by the 119 compared to the 193, I definitely say Squishy is probably not at the highest level compared to BNGO. BNGO probably knows what it's doing. And just looking at this, I mean, this is all standard stuff here, and going to be going Robo support bay, which is oddly enough what BNGO lost to, but it's like exactly what he's going to be going for, but he's going to be getting range, not getting juked out, not juking out with that air upgrade. But, you know, getting that air upgrade probably wouldn't even matter in Squishy, because I don't think Squishy actually knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. As he's putting down 3-gate... He's doing 3-gate DT? Now, that might get completely counteracted by this fast Robo, which might be Observer's fast, and potentially DTs, but, I mean, potentially Reaver drop, but, we'll be going that, or going, oh, you know what this might be? this might be what my build actually, my creative PV everything build when I didn't go into casting. Yeah, he's going leg speed. He's going 3-gate charge lot. I used to do this in every single matchup. I'd always lose, but it's a viable strategy. It's fast charge lots, can do some damage. You rarely see this. I'm not sure if this is an old school build or what have you. It's something that I've always created. You know, might have done something a little bit differently. I never got range, which I think is what he actually got, which would be kind of stupid. But regardless, yeah, he's going mass charge lot. It's actually kind of similar with the. I got my inspiration from the computer that would always do 12. Would be always do like a 2-gate. 12 zealot, a dozen push right here, but charge lot is about 2/3 the way done here. I mean, speed lot is here. But is it what? He got a shuttle for putting a probe in. There's no island expanse here, BNGO. I hope you realize that, but what have you? But here comes the dozen. I think this is like inspiration from the computer. I believe that is like exactly a dozen cells, and speed has finished. And now I'll be interested. Oh, that's nice. He realizes charge timing is coming out at the same time. Will be expanding. So I think that Squishy knows what he's doing. It's just a completely different, unorthodox PvP build. But charge lots is done, and he does have that pylon there done. And oh my goodness, I have to pause for a minute. Alright, sorry about that, but here comes the charge lots, and this pylon is going to make it very annoying for the cells to run in there. But not completely tagging that wall off. And I don't know, Squishy might be able to just completely break through these Dragoons here. It's going to have to come down to the Dragoon micro, but, you know, he might be just be better off targeting certain Zealots here. But there's just so many Zealots here. This is completely unwacky, but this actually might work. Squishy, I think, has ultimately won this game here. And, oh my goodness, I've never seen something like this in PvP before. And, yeah, this is something that BNGO has here. And he just moved with a dozen Zealots and ultimately won this game here. BNGO GG'd. And I was looking at the probe over here. If you guys are just looking at my cursor over here, the probe was like right at the point of this thing. I don't even know what that was for, but I thought Squishy was bad, but I take that back, people. That was the most crazy PvP. It was just so weird. It was just like unorthodox strat that worked and crazy. But hey, it worked, and I'm glad to see that. Maybe that'll become standard in PvP, going a dozen charge lots super fast, but speed lots, what have you. First tip of the game here, know what the hell your opponent's doing is pretty much all I could say. I mean, completely unwacky. So I mean, you know, you're not really used to that, but you know, you didn't really put anything outside of your opponent's base here. You try to get a pylon that maybe if you put the correct wall off too, that might have been, you know, maybe practice that on the map, trying to get a better wall off there going. Get your own Zealots. Perhaps going 3-gate goon would work if your opponent was going mass charge lot. Or speed lot. Speed lot. Speed lot. Speed lot. I'm going to try to fix myself, but charge lot, you guys get what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys. And that's pretty much all we saw right in this game. So we'll be going on our the last game, which would be either Squishy versus Juicy, or Squishy versus Guygun. Either one, because I believe either two people. I think it's gonna be Juicy versus Squishy, because Guygun won the winners bracket. So essentially, we're gonna see Juicy versus Squishy, but we'll have to see though. So thanks guys for watching, and have a nice day. And Fitz is gonna be signing out now. Peace.